Hey Strong Siders, today we're going to be doing another core series, trunk stability. We're going to teach you how to stabilize your trunk instead of moving it. We're going to avoid rotation, we're going to avoid lateral flexion, and we're going to avoid extension, and of course we're going to avoid flexion of the spine. The first one we're going to look at is going to be anti-rotation. We see a lot of rotation in movements where like you're doing single arm rows, maybe single arm presses. This is a peel-off press. I'm going to press forward, avoiding the rotation the band is causing. As you can see, I rotated there. That's what I'm trying to avoid, so I'll press straight ahead, avoiding the rotation. Next up, we're going to avoid lateral flexion. You see this a lot in overhead type movements, especially with one arm, single arm overhead press. You might see it if you're doing step-ups and you're stepping too high for what you can manage. Basically, we're just going to keep the trunk still. We don't want to bend to the side. We're going to keep it nice and neutral. Suitcase carries. So next up, I'm going to get down into a plank position. Everybody knows planks. The most common place we see faults here would maybe be a push-up. In a push-up, we see a lot of people drop the back like you just saw there. We want to maintain this position, avoiding extension. So next up, the most common thing we see when we see loss of extension in the back is generally in a deadlift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this plate reach out, keeping my back in a nice extension, kind of like I'm in an RDL position right here, trying to avoid allowing my back to round. Alright, I'm going to do one more press, just making sure my back doesn't fall out. And that's anti-extension. Have fun with all those, and remember, if you need a place to start by stabilizing the spine. No point moving it if you can't stabilize it.